recently put a patent on the one guys that
the walkway.
Yeah.
Where you can walk and it just adjusts.
Yeah, they have a lot of stuff they have to do with that, but still, I was like, whoa,
Well,
it's pretty cool.
They were going to try to use the Chinese or Japanese technology where it creates energy when you press on it and combine it together so it's self-sustaining walkway.
That would be pretty cool. The problem is it looks like a lot of people are getting out of the virtual reality realm right now, so I'm not sure.
Well,
Getting out of it?
Yeah,
Meta just
laid off
lost
a lot of people.
their meta world or whatever.
But Meta was never that good. I mean, that's the problem is that I never felt like, I got the Oculus and it was great. But I never felt like it went anywhere. It kind of always stayed at like the basic level.
Yeah.
So.
It's not Ready Player One.
No.
Which, I watched that for the first time. It's a good show.
Have you read the book?
I haven't.
It's really good.
Oh, nice.
I like it.
I do too.
Did you read the book?
No, because I like it.
Oh, read the book.
No, because I like it.
But you can do both.
I read the book and I'll read the movie.
No. I'm right now in the middle of
Is it as good as the Lord of the Rings adaptations of the book? Where even though we know the books and the Lords of the Ring movies,
They probably had a lot more Spielberg stuff in the movie.
I will tell you, if you read the book, there are some things you're like, oh, I wish they would have put that in, but you can understand why they did. I mean, it's just like every other book. It's good stuff. I'm right now in the middle of, speaking of reading books, I'm in the middle of reading, what's the book name, please?
Danny's so interested in the book, he's forgotten the name
Project
of the
Hail
book.
Mary.
Have you seen the movie?
The movie?
Yeah, I want to do it before I see the movie.
A lot of people say the book is absolutely amazing.
It is.
And then the movie is also absolutely amazing.
A lovely, lovely book so far. It's one of those very hopeful.
My sister-in-law says that's one of her favorite.
Yeah, I mean, I like Andy Weir stuff. I read The Martian. That's good.
Wait, The Martian as in the other movie, The Martian?
The one where
He gets stuck.
Matt Damon gets stuck in it.
No,
He
I
wrote
like
that
that
one,
one.
too. It's just a hopeful, hey, humanity really can figure things out. It's the opposite of how I feel on a general basis. And with that, welcome to the Twaddling Along Podcast.
What a way to start, Danny.
Welcome to the most optimistic podcast you'll ever hear.
That's
ever.
true. This is...
We are so optimistic. This is it?
This
is
int.
This is...
Usually we talk about us dying and Jake staying indoors, so...
I'm your host, Dan McBride. To my left is Josh, who speaks about dying.
Hi, I'm dying.
And Jake, who speaks about not going outside.
Don't go outside.
And with that, we're off to the races, people.
Let's go.
Now, going back to the book thing, I have never, I don't think in my life, read a book and then afterwards seen the movie and been horribly disappointed. Is that weird?
Harry Potter?
Even Harry Potter, no. I think that Harry Potter has its own little charm.
I have once.
Oh, go.
Shout out to Disney and Fox. The first Lightning Thief that came out 10...
Percy Jackson?
Yeah,
I
10,
have heard that. Okay.
15 years ago. That one did not follow the book at all, and it was
they combined
bogus.
4 books into one.
Yeah. And so the series now, they remade the series and it follows pretty good, but still there's a few things that I'm like, ooh.
In my mind, I tried to say, it's going to be a different thing altogether. They're not going to be the exact same thing. Because the other book that I just barely got done reading is called The Lost City of Z, and there's a show about that too.
Mm-hmm.
It's about Colonel Fawcett trying to find what is essentially El Dorado. It's really good.
How about an Ender's Game?
Okay. I have not, and this is the other. I have not seen the movie Ender's Game.
You haven't?
I have not, because I love the book Ender's Game.
The movie wasn't bad.
Because it's got
it has
who does
Ben
it have in it?
Kingsley.
Does it? Who does Ben Kingsley play?
He's the guy who sacrificed himself to save everybody, but ended up not dying.
Yeah. Who plays Graf? The main school principal guy.
Harrison Ford, I think.
Really? See,
Yes,
maybe
yep.
I'll have to watch it.
It's not bad. Like having
I
read the
enjoy
book
it.
and watched the movie, it wasn't one where I
haven't
was
read
like,
the book, but I've heard mixed reviews.
Oh, see, I love Ender's Game and Ender's Shadow are of Orson Scott Card stuff amazing.
I couldn't get an Ender's Shadow.
The other ones, Speaker of the Dead and some of the other ones, start to get a little
Does Ender's Game
weird.
end on a cliffhanger
No.
in the book?
Well-
The movie ends on a cliffhanger.
It's not so much a cliffhanger as it's just kind of a, well, this is what we hope to accomplish in the future if something
Yeah.
happens.
Gotcha.
So, but I like it.
So I'm a hit or miss. I mean, I usually go to enjoy a movie and I just enjoy the movie. I think some people are so
Overly
grumpy
critical.
about some things.
Did you read any of the Discworld stuff?
No,
Your wife did though, right? She a Terry Pratchett fan?
I'm not sure.
How
I
about
can't remember if
Tron?
she
It's not even a book, is it?
did. Because what else did Terry Pratchett write?
Oh, he wrote many a thing.
Did he do Good Omens, or was that
No, that was
Here's my question. Since I grew up in the age after comics, and you guys grew up somewhat comics, have you been disappointed with any superhero movies?
Oh no, Terry Pratchett did. Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett did.
They did it together?
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
yeah.
I know he.
So he did like the start of it, and then Neil Gaiman kind of filled
I
it,
know Julie's read that one.
which is good.
Um,
It makes me sad because Neil Gaiman was one of my favorite authors, and then he kind of went
messed up some things.
crazy. American Gods is still like one of my favorite books ever. I love it. So
And what were you saying? Comic book movies?
Yes.
Have I
Has there
disappointed?
been a superhero movie that like you were very disappointed that it didn't follow comics?
ooh, interesting question.
Because there's the thing about comics is there's so many
Yeah.
like there's so many timelines if we're using Marvel.
Well, and that's the problem is that there's just so many different things. I mean,
So they could do whatever.
I was not, and I'm going to get in trouble for this. I was not a fan of the darker version of DC that what's his name did.
Snyder.
Yeah,
Oh, Zack Snyder.
I was not a Snyder fan.
I could see
he
that.
had some good stuff, but I don't know.
You
Especially
didn't like Bane?
a depressed Superman just did not make. He didn't do Dark Knight.
Oh, I thought he did.
No,
That was pretty dark.
No, no.
That's because it is dark.
Dark Knight was
I did like what's his face as the Superman though.
No, I mean, and
He
that's
made it
that's-
human.
That's the problem. Is they had some extraordinary actors and actresses.
What's his name? Mark Hamill? No,
Mark.
yes, it was Mark Hamill.
not Mark Hamill.
Oh, great! Now that you said that, now I can't think of his name.
Henry Cavill.
That's right,
Henry
Henry Cavill.
Cavill.
But
It
I
rhymes.
like that, and it was fun. And I even, again, gonna make some people upset. I really liked Ben Affleck as an older Bruce Wayne.
Oh, he was a really good Bruce Wayne. He was one of the better Bruce Wayne / Batmans out there.
Yeah.
Like Christopher Nolan stuff was really good.
Oh, that's
but
right. He did Dark Knight
I
stuff.
never was a fan of the Bruce Wayne of the Christopher Nolan universe.
You mean what's his face?
Christian Bale?
Yeah.
No,
He
I
was more
never-
Playboy.
No,
Batman.
no, that's the problem. He wasn't a playboy.
Oh,
That was the Christian Bale. He was always
Sleazy.
like this brooding thing, and like the Batman that I
Tom
grew
Clancy.
up with, which
Not
is
Tom
Batman the animated.
Kevin Conroy.
The Kevin Conroy Batman was the most beautiful. You've got a brooding
the
Batman,
problem.
but you have this really good Bruce Wayne that was like he played the part of
Classy.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When Kevin Conroy passed away,
how about
I
Adam West?
wept.
Oh, I have this weird fleeting memory of being probably 4 years old. We were still in the apartment over on the east side, and Mom was outside vacuuming the hallway, and I was watching a Batman, specifically the Batman where he's running through with the bomb, and he can't find a place to throw it. I don't even know if it was actually like the Batman series that I was watching, or if it was like a clip show, and just being like absolutely awestruck that here was this guy.
Pow.
I just love that Adam West played himself in so many different cartoons after that.
Hi,
did.
I'm Adam
I mean,
West.
the Fairly Odd Parents, he played himself.
Yes.
And Timmy kept having to bail him out of getting
Guy.
things. Hit the mayor.
Yeah.
Oh,
But one of
we
my-
miss you, Adam West.
Speaking of Batman the animated series, though, Adam West played the ghost. What was his name? Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble for this too. But he played in that one, and he played like a washed up superhero. It is one of the best ones out
It's
there.
the one where he was he's the TV guy, right?
Yeah,
He was that movie hero, but it was
that inspired Batman to
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
So, but let's be honest. Who's the real hero in the animated series? Mark Hamill.
Played
As the Joker.
You are not wrong. The
No,
Shadow.
he played-
It is the Shadow.
Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill together just made the perfect combo.
Well, Mark Hamill did say that he would never play Joker again without.
Nope.
He
lost his Batman.
He quoted the crime doesn't have its punchline no more.
Mhm.
Everything. So, oh,
Now we're sad.
but now we can just. Well, that's where I'm just nostalgic. I just go back and I'll watch the Batman animated series. I'll watch the Superman animated series, the Justice League Unlimited.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was
That one
when
was-
we were growing up. Yeah.
That we had some good.
Do you know
stuff.
what other show was
we
really
also
good?
had some really bad stuff.
We
though.
did have some really bad
It
stuff,
was some
too.
pretty good
Let's talk about gargoyles.
I love gargoyles.
I do wish that they would bring
It's
that
so
back
funny
out.
because I look at, and that's like a dark show,
It was pretty dark.
and I dressed up as like a 4-year-old.
Yeah, you were Goliath.
I was Goliath.
Yeah.
Well, what's his name that plays Goliath? Just has such a magnificent voice.
Yes. Michael.
Strahan. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, Michael Strahan. Seriously, this is the best thing that's ever happened.
No, that was Mike Tyson.
No, it's Michael Strahan too.
Oh, that's true. He does have.
He has,
yep.
he has a big old.
Good
But
gap.
then you have the Star Trek Next Generation cast play a bunch of other characters
Oh,
too, which is awesome.
wasn't Goliath
Fantastic.
that guy?
No,
Yeah, Keith David. Sorry.
no, it was different.
But it wasn't the
Not the guy that plays Worf.
Worf.
No,
Yeah.
no, no, no.
Oh, okay.
He's on there.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
was
he
gonna
plays.
say.
He plays a couple characters. He played the clones of the
Gargoyles.
gargoyles. He was one of those. But Keith David is Goliath, and Ed Asner as Hudson.
Mm-hmm.
Ed Asner.
Ed Asner was a wonderful voice actor.
Epic.
And it's funny when you look back and you're like, wow, he played it in a lot of our stuff.
I mean, that's what I miss when you have some amazing stars playing cartoons. Like they just showed. For all those of you who know, we are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and now come follow me this week. It's the Exodus, and Prince of Egypt. They packed that with just tons of stars.
Prince of Egypt is a legit.
Well, you had
Ralph Fiennes,
Moses was played by
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You had frickin' Patrick Stewart
Start.
as
Patrick
the
Stewart.
Pharaoh. I mean, come on.
You had Steve Martin and Martin Short.
I know.
You had Sandra Bullock. You had everybody.
Like, every-
wasn't Steve Martin Short? Weren't they the priests?
Yeah.
They were. Jeff Goldblum was Aaron.
Yes, I mean, come on. Of all people, have you ever seen water go down the? Look, this is different. It's perfect, Aaron.
Danny Glover was on there.
Yeah, he was Jethro.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a stacked show. That is a good show.
Yeah, I watch it all the
fantastic
time
show.
still.
We are already like 20 minutes into this. We haven't even started the topic.
Good.
Sorry,
Good.
everyone. Hey, we're talking about the human condition today. And our human condition is obviously we are like super nostalgic today.
We
And
are.
we also
we
make
are running
excuses.
on nostalgia. And that is an excuse.
It is.
It's why I don't watch any new TV shows.
Yeah, we just go back. and
We just go
watch.
back and watch the ones.
It's so funny because you guys watch cartoons. I watch old like modern Marvels or.
Brogan has been getting into
Gross.
Mythbusters. So we've been
Ooh,
watching
yeah,
some old
buddy, with the old
Mythbusters.
ones.
Yeah.
Good.
He needs to watch because Adam Savage has a YouTube channel and
Oh, I
he'll
know.
answer questions.
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff.
really good.
And Adam Savage, I didn't realize how good
He's smart.
Adam
He's a
Savage
smart
really
guy.
is. Like I always thought he was just the comic relief. He is brilliant.
Well,
No, he was brilliant, and then so was
Grant
Jamie.
Imahara.
yeah.
Oh,
Jamie
rest in
was
peace.
Jamie was good, but Grant Imahara was literally like a genius. level.
Rest in peace, Grant.
Yeah, no, some of the stuff he designed was pretty amazing.
He just
like
built
Jeff
robots.
the Robot.
Like Jeff the Robot,
Oh,
Craig Ferguson. See, we're guys. We have a problem.
Do
We
you know
should
what's
have been
funny?
talking about nostalgia.
Here-
That's what we should have
here's
talked
what I'll
about.
say. You guys have mentioned all these things. I think I've only gotten a quarter of it.
Really?
Yeah, I'd in one ear out the other.
Oh,
shame on you.
that's
Different generations.
That's right. You are a Gen Zer.
Yep.
The oldest of the Gen Z, if it makes you feel any better.
Yeah, I'm technically called a zillennial.
You are 2 months in Gen Z.
Yep.
And
That makes the difference.
Jake is straight up millennial.
Straight up.
And then I am, depending on what they say, I'm either a Zennial with the X
Oh,
He's
you're
a Gen
you're
X.
millennial.
or a millennial.
Bull crap.
Or they call me elder millennial, I think is what they call it.
I think you added
You're
that.
an elder millennial.
I am an elder millennial. It's not a good thing.
Oh,
This is a bad thing to be an elder millennial. It's because we knew everything before the world went to crap.
that's true.
Jake, were you the one that sent the video to everybody about
Yes.
The cartoon of
Oh yeah. No, like literally, I watched that and I went,
oh yeah,
that's me.
9/11.
Do you know what's crazy? I was
Stock
4
crash.
years old when 9/11 happened. I watch documentaries on 9/11 and it gives me extreme anxiety as if it was a unlocked like trauma.
We were talking about it. I don't know if I ever internalized 9/11. I don't know if I have like strong feelings about 9/11.
I had
In that like traumatic. Like I know I lived through it. I know I saw some pretty horrific things, but it was always so far away.
Like I go through I have to be careful cuz I literally get so down
Really?
when I watch something like that. Yeah.
See, and the thing that traumatized me the most during that time period was the Elizabeth Smart kidnapping.
That
one
was a
that one was
See,
rough.
and I don't remember that one
was
as
rough.
much.
See, no, that one because she's
one was a rough
only
one. She's my age.
yeah, she's not that far older
Yep.
than I am. So it was one of those. It was like, whoa, that's
Yeah.
crazy. But we're not talking about trauma,
We aren't.
nor are we talking about nostalgia. We might be talking about the trauma we cause our wives, because we today
Ooh.
are going to be talking about excuses. Mostly because last time we talked, and I think I was in charge, we talked about a lot of things that happen when we're doing things as husbands, and I realized we have a lot of excuses.
We do.
We enjoy our excuses.
I'm scared.
So, husbands often make excuses to avoid tasks or commitments due to fear of conflict, which makes me laugh, accountability, or failure. It can stem from emotional immaturity, which is pretty much all we do, a need for autonomy, or simply prioritizing other things, causing them to rationalize, blame, or lie to hide their lack of action or accountability. So, I thought it'd be really fun today to go over the excuses that our wives have seen us use and justify ourselves.
And like I was saying, I'm really scared because my wife wrote this list and said I can't look at it until this podcast. So I am going in completely blind.
See, now my wife was super nice. She's like, so I have some excuses. She's like, but I understand all these excuses where you come from. And I'm like, oh, she's a wonderful person.
Oh, I'm scared.
My wife was just like, here's your excuse. Your excuse is don't tell me what to do. And I say, I will tell you what to do. And then I do it.
Oh,
And that's my excuse for everything.
Danny's
Because
been doing that for how long now?
I do.
I know you.
Don't tell me what to do.
Okay. Oh, my wife left me a little note. I just want to start out by saying Josh is actually a really great husband.
Oh.
And the excuses he uses are more to make a joke. I love him very much, and he keeps life fun. I love you, honey. Oh, that's just adorable.
That is adorable, and you just made up that entire
No,
part.
literally-
No, I believe you. I know you
Look at it.
did.
It's right there. There's
wow,
little hearts.
She went into some detail, Joshua.
Yeah.
Well, it was funny. I was like, only do like 2 or 3. And then she was like, I have like 10.
So, well, then with that, I mean, I got a bunch of excuses from the internet that made me laugh because I've used almost every single one of them at some point in my life. But here, I'll do mine first. Let me pull up my phone because my wife sent it to me via text while I was standing right next to her. So, Jake's excuses for most of the things that happen at the McBride household with his beloved wife, Julie. I can't find it.
I think there's a phenomenon.
I need to go potty.
Okay, both of those are very real.
Yes.
I hurt my back.
You legitimately did, though.
I did. I'm too tired. Can I rest first?
Done that.
I just sat down. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Ooh, get wrecked.
So, I can't find it. I've seen a lot of posts about this online.
I'm sorry,
Where-
I'm just reading through.
where people are posting about the husband vision and the wife vision. And I think it's real.
I think it is.
I can be looking at a table for like 10 minutes. And I'm actually trying to look. Like I'm lifting things and I'm like, Julie, I can't find this. Do you know where it is? And she comes over, puts her hand down, and picks up the thing I'm looking for as if it just magically came into being in her hand.
Do you know what? I talked to my wife about this once, and I figured out what it was. So I'm 5'11".
On a good day.
No, I'm actually 6 foot
I was
on a
going to
good
say,
day.
you're 6 foot.
But 5'11" in real life. And my wife is 5'2". 5'3" if you're asking her, but 5'2". Where
Josh
do
is
you
good.
put things?
Josh could be in trouble.
You put things on her
Your
perception.
field of vision?
Her perception is where she puts things, not my perception. So everything that is at her level is where my shoulder is, and my shoulders are big, and I can't see them.
Can I tell you?
Or is that an excuse?
This will make
That's
it so I have to sleep on the couch. You ready for this?
Pauline, we love you.
No, actually, it's not. The reality is Pauline put it away. And so if Pauline knows where it's at, why do I need to search for it? I can just ask her.
That's good, Danny. That's really good.
I'm in so much trouble.
See, and my problem is I'm the one that puts it there, and then I can't find it.
Oh, well, that's...
And my wife is
That's
the
the
one
You're
that
dead.
my wife has to be the one that comes over and looks at it.
And she's
Oh.
like, you are a damn
Are you ready for my first one? And I know that this makes my wife just really, really mad.
Go for it.
Kylie calls Josh multiple times. Josh doesn't answer. His excuse, sorry, I was taking a nap or my phone was in the other room. Kylie's thoughts, well, what if I was like dying and you didn't answer? Josh says, well, I would just feel the spirit.
Oh.
And I will say this. If you talk to any of my in-laws or other people in my family, I'm a horrible communicator via phone.
You really are a bad texter.
Very.
I hate texting. I hate calling. I hate it all.
You and Danny switch off. I'll text you guys and I'll get an immediate response from one of you, and the other one seems to take an additional 4 or 5 hours.
Now, to be fair, that is mostly because of work. Not after work.
Oh, yeah.
Bull
crap.
True? Well, there's one excuse.
the number of times
And
that,
see, a lot of times I use the excuse of like, oh, I've set my phone down because I want to spend time with my wife. Nah, I just don't reply.
Josh picks up the phone and goes,
That's honestly. So, yeah. To justify this excuse, a lot of times I am taking a nap.
which is a problem.
Josh,
You probably need to go see a
so
doctor.
we probably should get that checked.
I know.
Josh is, what's it called? The where you fall asleep at most random moments.
Narcoleptic.
Narcoleptic.
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. And my phone in the other room.
Josh is actively on his phone. He's
Yeah,
like,
I was
it's in
gonna
my
say.
room.
I didn't see that you called. So wait, so be honest. You ready for honesty here? Oh boy.
Kylie, remember you wrote that lovely note before you wrote this?
Has there been a time where you have been on your phone and you see Kylie call and you don't pick it up?
No.
Well, then see, you're good.
But
I haven't either, honey. Honey, I haven't either.
because usually Kylie will call me for a few reasons. To talk on her way home. Or
Which is beautiful.
she's in trouble.
Okay.
And so I answer because she's either in trouble or
She wants to
not
talk.
in trouble, in like an emergency situation. Or she just wants to talk and I like her a lot.
Hopefully.
Aw,
Marriage. Hey, this is turning out better than I thought.
Yeah, that was good.
that's good.
It's just a whole excuse of an episode for me to love on my wife.
My excuse is that I didn't tell my wife with enough time for her to put together a list. So
Yeah.
so I guess my excuse is I wait until the last second to tell my wife something. There.
Okay. So the second one, I think we all need to talk about because we all have this. I need to go potty.
Oh,
That's literally my
it's
second
a problem.
one. Groceries. Can't help put groceries away because he has to go potty. Even though he had all the time in the freaking world to go while I was shopping.
It is. There. I don't know if we've Pavloved ourselves into this. Pavloved ourselves.
I thought that was a dish.
Pavlovian.
It is a dish. Wait, I've got to think. Pavlovian? Yes. No, we're right. It's Pavlovian.
Okay.
It's a Pavlovian
You're right.
response. Thank you.
It's the drooling dog.
It's the drooling dog.
Expert.
There we go with the bell.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've just used this enough, but it happens to me. And it's not just like when
it's
something
true.
I have to go do something. It's like, hey, we're leaving. Okay, I have to use the
I have to go
bathroom.
potty.
Hey, are you gonna be able to pull that thing out of the oven in 20 minutes? Yeah, if I'm not on the potty. Like it happens
It's
a lot.
true.
There's a problem.
And see, my thing is, I think Bluey has done it perfectly. When Bingo is getting ready for bed, she had a tactical pee
Oh, the
just
tactical
before,
pee.
so she wouldn't have to go potty later. I love that because it's like I tactically have to go potty.
I don't have to go, but I'm going to.
I'm going to because I want to make sure I'm all set. Now, sometimes that happens in the most inconvenient moments for my wife, but it's a tactical,
My water just broke. Hold, please.
Ooh, I have to go potty. that reminds me.
I will say this. So, shout out to females everywhere. I love them to death. I married one.
Wait. Repeat that again. Sorry.
Shout out to females everywhere. I married one.
Oh, you did marry one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna totally TMI my wife. Oh well. She doesn't
Careful.
poop often. Okay. So
I did not expect that. I don't know why.
Kylie, you're sorry.
and she says that it's a normal thing for girls not to go poop as often. Me, on the other hand,
Josh's potty humor just keeps coming out.
5 or 6 times a day.
Wait, 5 or 6 times a day?
Yeah, bowel movement. Yeah, big time.
Oh my gosh. Josh, you do need to go see a doctor.
I do. And guess what they say? You have kidney stones.
That has nothing to do with the other side.
Exactly.
You don't shoot kidney stones out of your butt.
Hey, but Ryan or Colin Mockery did say in a lovely, lovely little skit, my friend put my stone up my head. Good heavens. Anyway.
Oh, censoring that entire thing.
But yes, so I don't think, and this is me assuming, and I'm going to get in so much trouble. I really am. Females just don't understand that I just have to poop, and men just poop more.
Josh, the standard frequency should be no more than 3 times a day.
Well, I'm not standard.
Okay.
That should be established already.
Okay, what's your next excuse?
Mine?
Yep, go for it.
Well, let's look. My favorite. Oh, crap.
Josh didn't read any of these beforehand.
Shoot. Okay, so I like a type of ramen called Indomie. It's a more like spicier version of ramen. Would put the Indomie wrapper on top of the garbage lid. Not in, on top. Wouldn't open it and put it in. When Kylie would ask why, Josh's excuse, I wanted you to see that I ate lunch today.
I have to say, Josh, that's a really good excuse.
Right?
Good for you.
That's genius, Josh.
Because we always
Genius.
get mad at each other if we don't eat a meal. And so, thank you. Appreciate it.
You can use that for anything.
I
Is there a banana
wanted-
peel on the floor?
I just-
I wanted you
I
to see that
just
I was
read
getting
the
my
next
fruit.
comment.
I needed you to worry about me.
I read the next comment. Leaves a bowl out or something. His excuse, the same. I wanted you to see that I ate today. I think I use that a little bit more often than I think.
Josh, every time he's like, I'm clever.
I drank today. Why is the floor wet? Well, I wanted to show you that I had some ice today.
I wanted you to know I'm well hydrated.
It's like not flushing the toilet.
Wanted to see that I peed and that my 5 bowel movements a day has occurred.
Oh no.
Gross. We just crossed the line.
No, thank you.
Oh.
Have you not heard anything from your wife yet?
No, not yet. I'll
Do you have another one,
You
Jake?
need to text and be like, what's your excuse for not giving me excuses?
I'm going to.
Well, do you have another one, Jake? Or I have another one.
I read all mine straight out, so you can go ahead.
Okay.
These are very
The
entertaining.
next
I'm
one.
enjoying
So,
this.
like I said, I take naps often when I get home from work. Kylie says this: when I come home from work, his glasses and keys and or laptop and anything else that he's probably had with him are on my side of the bed. His excuse? Well, it was saving your spot. She does put in parentheses, I'm not mad about it. I just think it's funny that he says that. I will say this. The other thing, and I don't know if she wrote this down, I'm just going to... When I work from home, sometimes I work on my couch, and I just call it my office, and I usually create a semicircle of just stuff. So food, cables,
Paraphernalia.
it just makes a semicircle, and it's me on the couch with a bunch of stuff. And I say, enter my office.
Have you guys ever done the delay tactic? I'll do it in 5 minutes. And then 3 days later.
And then you get the chance to say something along the lines as you watch your wife take out the garbage.
Yes.
Honey, I said I was going to do
That's
it.
exactly what it is.
Oh, and then I feel awful, and then I get mad, and then I start doing something else, and she's like, well, you should have done the other thing. Yeah.
Or let me finish just one thing. Let me just finish this one last thing.
Yeah, or the, well, I didn't want to do it wrong and mess it up.
Yep. So I was waiting.
I was just waiting for help.
The right
I
moment.
was waiting for help. Oh, my gosh.
Why are you yelling at me?
Okay, this one pertains specifically to Kylie and I. We don't have kids, so we can stay up late or sleep in.
Okay.
That's our excuse.
That's the excuse.
Oh, that's your excuse. Oh, I see.
I mean, that's been an
That's a good
excuse that
excuse.
we're like,
Yep.
where Danny and I are like, oh.
That's my excuse for not doing things
Ooh,
with other people
okay.
sometimes. Oh,
I
I
have
have
kids.
kids.
Okay.
And I have to.
This is a good one. This one will need some comments. When we first were married, he didn't want to wash my clothes because he was scared he would shrink them. Because women clothes, I guess I'm sexist this episode. I'm so sorry. Need to be washed a certain way because they're mostly sweaters and other things. So they do shrink in the wash. And so I didn't wash her clothes. I'd make her do it.
This is what Pauline
Did you
just
wash
sent
your
me.
clothes?
Yeah,
Oh, just not hers.
just not hers.
This is one that Pauline just sent me. She said, here's one that you do. You always say, we never talked about that. I don't remember you saying that.
Denial. Straight up denial.
Oh man, that is funny because I used that yesterday.
So
Yeah, they're. Jake, did you see? Jake, why is this not? We never had this discussion whatsoever.
You never told me that. How dare you?
I would remember something like that,
Yeah, that happens often.
and then you have
all the time.
Well, the thing is that you have to be able to be good enough to make them doubt themselves.
This is called gaslighting,
Yes.
people.
And
It is
okay,
not something that is a healthy thing to do.
Yeah, don't do it.
we're only making fun of our wives because we're in good, solid relationships.
I'm not making fun of our wives. Our wives are right most of
No,
not
they
all
are.
the time.
Do you know the reason, the excuse that I use for that is because my wife talks to me about this stuff, important things, right as I lay my head on the pillow. 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, I am drowsy as sin. And she's like, oh, by the way, I have a doctor's appointment for this thing. And I'm like, that's why I don't remember.
Josh
honey.
has
Okay.
drool coming out of his mouth.
So, as a justification, this is something that is important. How many times have your wives communicated something to you as they are either walking away,
Oh,
behind a door,
Oh,
or you are in the middle of doing something?
let me tell you, I am in the bathroom going potty. I have the shower on because it's soothing.
Yeah.
I have the fan on because I don't want it to get stinky. And all of a sudden, through the door, I hear, what? And I make the stupid decision to say, okay.
oh,
So,
Oh.
that's okay.
and then I come out, and later it's like, so, were you able to get that? Oh, crap.
Yeah. It's on its way.
okay, that brings a whole
Probably
different
delivered by
excuse.
UPS here soon. And your wife's like, the toilet paper I asked for?
Okay, this brings in a whole other excuse. I have ADHD, as we are all aware. I also have a man's box where I go frequently and just completely drone out the whole entire world.
Now, this is a mental box. This is
Yes.
not a real box. Josh
Josh
doesn't just go over and just hop in a box and
Has a
close it.
cardboard box that he closes.
Don't be surprised. Anyway, I go to there often. And so my wife will be talking to me, and just like Jake says, yeah, I'll be saying, oh, interesting. And my wife will look at me and be like, interesting? What are you talking about? And I'll be like,
told you about a horrific crash on the
and
freeway.
that usually is what it is. My aunt passed away like 2 years ago. Oh, interesting. Oh, shoot. Of course, what I said. I do that often, and it usually ends up being an hour or two of silence of us just not talking.
We have a habit of like just saying yeah and nodding our head, kind of to keep the conversation going, even though we're currently lacking the
attention,
mental, and
exactly.
attention to be able to do it.
Yeah, my wife has. I love my wife, and I am so sorry that I have not been very attentive sometimes because I just have mental problems.
Oh,
that's an excuse I used to.
I just read this next thing on the list. So this is a list I found, but one of my things is weaponized incompetence.
Oh, a beautiful thing.
This is the strategy for feigning of ignorance. You're so much better at folding the clothes than I am. I don't know where the cleaning utensils are.
I'm sorry. I know he is very much on the canceled list, but Bill Cosby's chocolate cake.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys remember that?
I do remember that.
Oh, it is the best weaponized incompetence that I've ever heard. And there has been some times that I've done something with my kids where it's like the chocolate cake, giving them chocolate cake for breakfast, or doing something along those lines, and just watching Pauline walk in and just seeing her. It's not even anger. It's just disappointment where she's like,
I've taught you better.
Why didn't it wasn't that hard to do? And there's almost a gleeful like, well, I didn't know any better.
Well, and then that brings up the excuse of, I know that you're just going to redo it because I'll mess it up. Which is what we did to our mother.
Oh, all the time.
Because it's like, Mom, if you know that you're going to have to scrub the thing again after I scrub it, then of course I'm not going to do it.
We give our mom a hard time.
How about this one? I don't know if I'm feeling good. I think I'm coming down with something.
Ooh,
the biological alibi.
Shoot, that's another one on my list.
Vague enough to be safe, specific enough to keep people away.
Yep. I'm not feeling so good.
Here's one. After he's grumpy, he said, and then eats something, he says, "Sorry, I was a little hangry."
Well, one of the things on here is the food coma. I would love the help, but I ate too much and I physically can't move from this couch right now. I've had that.
Yes. Oh, crap.
But going back to the sick one, just because
Jake's sick most often.
The problem is I'm not, but I do have things happen where it's like, oh, my stomach's not feeling good.
Right.
Or, I've tweaked my back, which,
both
good.
You literally had your gallbladder out.
I had my gallbladder out.
You have.
I had issues. I had my back tweaked.
Yeah.
And so here I am. I'm like, honey, I'm just not doing it. I'm going to go lay down in the bed. Here's my wife, who has also hurt her back. Is probably having a, difficult time dealing with the kids because of that pain. But also, there's other things going on as well. Or her arm's hurting because she had a previous injury there. And so here I am. I'm like, my tummy hurts. I'm sitting over on the bed.
Go lay down.
And then
nose
she's
is
like,
twitching.
every month I have something like this happen and I don't see it.
I think that's why God blessed him with that.
Oh, don't get started, Josh.
Just so
Josh, stop.
You were close.
I'll stop. Here's one more that my wife said. Can't go to grocery shopping with me because he says he hates people.
Oh boy.
Josh really does.
I think I might have opened a Pandora's box.
Oh.
See, mine was a list. Jake got a text that he was there for. Danny's getting live updates as we speak.
This is the other thing you do is when you have an injury, like you stub your toe, you can't go get anything for the kids. In other words, if the kids need a drink because you stub your toe, you blame the toe. I can't go do it because my toe hurts. You've blamed your kidney stones even though you've passed it. It's like a simple task. I can't do it. I have my kidney stones or my back.
I'm having ghost pain.
But that's only when you have an injury and you utilize it for silly reasons to not do anything.
Ooh. Get wrecked.
Oh, here's another one. If it's any kind of significant thing in your life, like your birthday, you can't go do anything. I can't. It's my birthday. It could be, it's the week of your birthday. Sometimes it's a month of your birthday. She said, occasionally, sometimes a year. I can't. It's my birthday.
Isn't that the truth?
Honey, I can't. I'm 30. honey, I can't. I'm almost 40.
I've been using that since my birthday. I'm almost 30. I'm so old. My back hurts.
Say, Danny can start playing the I'm almost 40 card.
Over the hill.
And every time she says it, you can be like, no, you don't understand.
I understand. I'm almost 42.
I'm 40. So.
Oh,
it's
the
hard.
excuses we use.
We've got more writing happening.
Oh, good.
No.
So we'll have a couple more updates as things go.
Let's say, did you have any more, Josh?
Let's see. When you're first, no, I think that's all of them. I hope. Yeah, she just notes that like he does it out of just being a jokester. Just kidding. I just made that up to try to lessen the pain.
How about this? The philosophical objection.
I don't believe in it.
If we make the bed now, we're just going to make it again tonight.
That's true, though.
If I clean the garage,
it's just going to get dirty.
It's just going to get dirty, and I'm not going to know where anything is.
Do you know what's funny? I remember Dad using that excuse because he would. It's now Danny's house, so I'm pointing to him.
Hello.
You have that floor where if you sweep, it just continues to get dusty.
Yes.
I think it's bull crap. And so why sweep it when it's just going to get dusty even?
I like I lost track of time. Oh, sorry, honey. I didn't realize what time it was. For example, and she just sent this to me.
Oh, here we go.
I thought you guys were starting at 4 and it's 5:45 now. Did you just lose track of time? There's an excuse.
Oh, crap.
No.
Everyone, this is our excuse.
We have to buoy ourselves up, so we have an hour and a half discussion. Usually with our parents.
Sorry,
yes,
honey.
we discuss with our parents
deep philosophical things.
Yes, like we were talking about and
that's some nice self-censoring there, Josh.
Yep, you're welcome.
For you, Joshua.
The washer's making a funny noise, so I didn't want to put anything in it.
Oh, what was I doing the other day that I did that? Oh, what was it? There was something that was making a weird noise, and I went, I'll just wait. And then Julie did it later. Oh, you know, I had one thing. I turned on the stove, and it made a funny smell. So I turned it off. It was just because there was a little burnt thing, but it would have gone away. And I was like, oh, I can't cook.
Oh, I just thought of one that I don't think my wife even knows that I do.
Oh.
Do tell.
This is so bad. I am so screwed. Usually it happens when I'm washing dishes. I turn the not food processor, the
garbage
disposal?
Garbage disposal
Food
on.
processor.
Josh is like, I'm going to make something.
I turn that on when she starts talking. So I can't hear her. Be like, what? What? Honey, what? Honey, I can't. Talk to me later. I'm just kidding, honey. That was a
You're
joke.
Cause a few people to drive
That was
off
a
the road
joke.
with
If
that.
you notice, I don't clean the dishes, so it's a joke, honey. Honey, it's a joke. Honey, it's a joke.
These are, I just found a whole list of ones that are actual excuses that husbands have given their wives. The first one, I couldn't finish the lawn because a bird looked at me and it was invading the sovereign territory and I didn't want an international incident.
Oh, that is epic.
See, those are the type of excuses I want to be able to come up
Right.
with. My excuses are stupid.
I didn't ignore the text. You said that I had to practice mindful presence and my phone was vibrating on a frequency that disrupted my zen.
We're giving ammunition to all the husbands out there.
Yes, yep. If you're a husband,
Write these down.
like us and subscribe to us because we give out good examples.
I didn't forget to buy milk. I made a conscious decision to promote a dairy-free lifestyle for the next 24 hours.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
I didn't stop fixing the sink because I gave up. I stopped because the wrench and I are having creative disagreements.
Oh, I love
I
this.
had this, the micro bargain. Have you guys ever done this? Tell you what, if you run to the grocery store, I'll stay here and watch the kids. Watch with quotations. Watch the kids.
It's always the easier thing that you're doing.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do that too. I say we need to divide and conquer. I'll stay in the car and keep the car on. You go grocery shopping.
And then when you come out, I'll pull the car up, and then you can just throw stuff in the car.
And then the
Exactly.
problem is you're on your phone, and so all of a sudden you get your wife at the door, and she's pulling it open. You're like, oh no!
And then you say, "Why didn't you wait for me?"
Man. Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
I was going to take the trash out, but there was a spider near the bin.
That would be Josh's.
Did you read my diary?
Literally, Josh's life right there.
Yeah.
Why didn't Josh do it? This Josh externally squeeze. Spider.
Spider's there.
The dog and I had a meeting, and he voted. So it's now 2-1 that we stay on the couch instead of going to your mom's. I have to respect the democratic process. I am, after all, a good American.
For all our international listeners out there, we are a democratic republic. If you want to learn more, read the Constitution.
Thanks, Josh. I didn't mess up the grocery list. I provided us with surprise ingredients to foster culinary creativity.
I need to be more creative with my excuses.
That's what I'm finding is I need to be better about making excuses.
I think our wives are going to hate this episode.
We're out of the good garbage bags. So I'll have to take out the trash some other time after I go to the store.
Oh, Judas Priest.
What time is it?
I say, how much time we got?
We have like about 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Let's see. Is there any other excuses that you guys thought of that your wives didn't send that you're willing to humiliate yourselves with and probably put you in the doghouse for another 24 or 48 hours?
No.
What's my excuse? I've done the I'm terribly busy right now in my own mind. Like, you don't say it out loud. You just say it in I'm terribly busy right now. I can't do that right now as your wife's passing by you with something you knew you were supposed to be doing. You're like, I'm terribly busy.
It's not my fault.
Yeah,
This isn't my fault.
I'm supporting our family, even though she's also supporting the family too.
Yeah.
So,
I'll admit one. There's been some times I've come home from work and like Pauline would be like, "How's work?" And as a preemptive
it was
excuse,
the worst day.
Oh, it was a really hard one, honey. I'm sorry. And so it's not always hard. Sorry, babe. But I think that she's kind of picked up on that because she kind of gives me one of those like side eyes where she's like,
No, it wasn't.
Was
you
it
sit
really?
at your desk all day.
"You sent me like 30 memes throughout the day. I'm pretty sure it wasn't
that
hard."
I guess that's another one of my
agree.
excuses because I drive. It's about an hour for me to get into work, so I say I've been driving for so long. I just need to sit down on the couch.
Josh is blasting his tunes, just singing his heart out, having a great time driving.
I'd say I'm not. I mean, I hate driving. You guys know I hate driving.
Yes.
hate driving.
So when I get back from work, I sit down and I'm like, honey, I need a moment.
I've been driving.
But
it was so
this
hard.
that brings up the fatigue and work cards. I've been staring at a screen all day. My brain is fried. Or I had a really brutal week at work. I just need one night to decompress. Just one night that turns into
Us playing games.
Yeah.
Yelling at each other at the top of our lungs. Yeah.
That's the other thing. I can't do that because I tracked my wife's hours and she's working like 60 hours a week, and I'm like, ooh,
Okay, so here, let's turn the tables
rough.
just for a second.
Do our wives make
Do
excuses?
your wives make excuses?
I have no comment.
Josh,
I will need to converse with my wife prior to saying anything.
So, Danny, are you willing to throw your wife under the bus?
All right.
She just threw you under the bus.
I'm already in
so-
trouble. Do I just go? No,
Just
actually,
go for it.
I don't. I was just. It was a question that came up. I don't know if I can think of any
Well, and that's the problem. I don't know if
because our wives are just that much.
yeah,
better
they're
than we are.
way much better.
She,
Way much
yes.
They are way much.
We
better.
we married up, if that makes sense.
It's
guys
a
know how
miracle
we
that they're
have-
still with us.
The life seems to be a stairway. Like that, people make it out like it's a stairway, and you take several steps as
Yeah.
you get through life.
Yeah.
They're at the very next 3 stories up, and they have a little rope that they occasionally tug on, just to make sure we're still there. And we tug back and say, "Keep going."
You're doing it. You're doing a heck of a
I'll
job.
be there in just a second. I need to go potty.
As we're sitting, as we're sitting on the step playing a Game Boy.
It's true.
So-
Our wives are so good.
So really, I've now decided what the tagline for this
Oh, what's this
podcast
gonna be?
is. The tagline is going to be excuses we give. Sorry, wives.
Oh,
that was so cute.
Thank you. It's true. This is just going to be a big apology letter to all of our wives.
I know.
Sorry.
well, we're also giving away all the secrets.
See,
Pauline, sorry.
And this tells you
exactly. They'll just from now on they'll just like have our podcast on like automatic play, and they'll just start playing it every time we give an excuse. And
But I just want to point out that you could tell my wife's personality because she felt bad writing the list. That she wrote that paragraph beforehand to make sure that everyone knew that she still loves me.
Oh, where was that for yours, Danny?
she loves me.
Hey, they've passed 10 years.
Let's see.
They're going on
Say
like
they're past 15 years now.
Yeah. We're at that point where my excuses have gotten lamer and lamer over the years till now it's just like and
she
she's
can
just
almost
like,
she can almost finish your excuse.
You were
Let me
just
guess, back.
bad person.
It's that time of day. Wednesday.
Honey, I
That's right. Bad day at work.
Poor you. Poor you.
You just have the shrug. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I just
We should
no,
have
I
a
think
recording of
it's just now to a point where we're really honest, and it's one of those like, honey, I just didn't do it. I'm sorry, I just didn't.
I'll share an example from really. And it's not that I didn't do a specific task, but it's something I missed out on. I was upstairs. We had just barely gotten back from an event where we dressed up, and from the downstairs, my wife says, "So did you like what I did with our daughter's hair?"
Oh crap!
And I sat there for a moment, and I started being like, well, "Yeah, it was really good. I mean, it was." And then after a moment, I went, "Okay, I'm going to be honest.
Didn't even look.
I did not.
I'm pretty sure I saw her hair at some point. I didn't think too much about it, and my wife went, "Oh," and then started laughing just because I was like, "I didn't.
That's good.
I just didn't." But that's just it. We don't look at that stuff.
We don't.
And our excuses, like,
so
we
let's
just don't.
be honest.
We just
Our
don't do it.
excuses are just because we're stupid.
No. We're just oblivious.
We are a different species.
Yep. If your last name's McBride,
Men are from Mars.
we're just-
women from
Venus.
heaven.
Oh.
I don't know.
women from Venus, they have acid rain.
They burn us.
At least we just have massive winds called farts.
We have an empty, barren desert.
Exactly.
Which is exactly where we want to be.
And the wind does blow through it.
I will. Okay. I was driving on a road next to my house and a tumbleweed drove by. And do you know what I told my wife? I'm so glad we have tumbleweeds here in Utah. It just reminds me of the Old West. And my wife looked at me and was like,
What are you talking about?
Here I am just, oh, look at that tumbleweed.
Okay, so here's another excuse, but it's not really an excuse. Not sent by my wife, but it just came to me. How many times has your wife asked you something and you've been able to get her off topic by bringing up something completely random?
I can you can talk to my wife about this because her family also has, I think, a little bit of ADD. Really easy. And
not
so
even on
if it doesn't
purpose.
seem to be going in my favor, I just have to bring up something she enjoys and she'll go off and talk about it. And now I don't know what's going on anymore, but
Mine is more like she'll be like, "Hey, did you do the dishes?" And I'll be like, "Honey, have you ever thought that maybe trees are aliens?" And she'll be like, "What?" And she'll walk away like super confused, and I don't have to do the dishes after that.
No
so
comment.
you just confuse your wife is what it is.
No.
That's pretty much what it is.
No
Just a constant state of confusing my wife.
comment.
Come on, Josh, comment on it. This will be Josh's your final words, Josh.
I love my wife, and she does so much for me. I'm a lazy butt, and I
Josh, we're not
excuse
being
myself-
self-deprecating here.
Oh, sorry. I'm a lazy. So
Did you just say
Thanks
that?
for that, Josh. Thanks for just
What was that?
No reason. Absolutely no reason.
What's your excuse,
And
Joshua?
I'm going to make it so obvious that you are censored there.
That is so funny. I can't believe I just said that.
Josh
Anyway,
just had a
I love my wife, and she loves me. We're a big happy family.
Oh,
But I do make a lot of excuses, and she does a whole lot for me, and now I feel bad.
okay. What about you, Jake? Final words from you.
hey,
Can we remove that part that I just?
Oh no, it's happening.
it's gonna be the
It's
very.
staying in there.
I mean, if your wife stays to the very end of this podcast,
Oh,
then
she
yes, it will be fun. So I thought this would be hilarious, and it was for me. Thankfully, my wife and I work well together, but I do excuse my behavior often. Usually that is through use of the bathroom, back aching, tummy aching.
Yeah.
In fact, I've gotten so good at my tummy aching that my children will be like, I'll stand up and I'll be like, oh, and my kids will be like, Dad ate too much. Now he's going to go sit on the couch and not be able to move for the next few minutes. I'm like, why did you say that? I was going to say that for myself. Jerks.
They use the excuse for you.
they go for
They're
it.
learning.
So, but I think everyone has excuses. Some of them
Oh no,
are just humorous.
Danny looked at me weird.
Some of them.
He's breathing my air.
Now I'm excited. Now I want to close so I can hear what Danny has to say.
To our wives, on behalf of us, the husbands, we are stating our formal apology to address certain reoccurring behavioral patterns. We realize that while we may be heads of the household, in theory,
No, we're not.
we are often confused bystanders in practice.
With the
We
kneecaps.
formally apologize for the following. The 8-minute lie. We acknowledge that our 8 minutes is a mystical unit of time that does not exist on any known clock. We are sorry for the 12 to 45 minutes of actual time that usually transpires while we are, quote, going potty. Fridge blindness. We apologize for every time we stood in front of an open refrigerator staring directly at the mustard and claimed with absolute certainty that we were out of mustard. The man look. Closely related to the mustard incident, we apologize for our inability to find anything that isn't at eye level and vibrating. Domestic selective hearing. We are sorry for the times we heard blah, 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 game is on, blah, blah, blah. We promise we were listening. Our brains just have a very aggressive spam filter.
I was raised on Charlie Brown.
The ritual
Spam filter.
the ritual of pan soaking. We admit that letting the pan soak is often just a sophisticated way of saying, I am leaving this for the future version of you to deal with. To the tool acquisition syndrome. We apologize for buying a $200 specialized tool for a $5 repair job that we still haven't finished because we need one more part.
I'm sorry, honey. That's me to a T.
In our defense, we are technically trying our best. Our brains are simply wired to remember the stats of the backup quarterback from 1994, or in our case, the voice actor from a 1990 Batman animated film. It is a biological mystery that haunts us as much as it frustrates you. We promise to try to find the mustard on the first try, to actually be ready in 8 minutes and not in the bathroom, and to remember that fine usually doesn't mean fine. Thank you for your infinite patience,
In the name of
your superior locating skills, and for generally keeping our lives from collapsing into total chaos. Sincerely yours, Jake, Josh, and Danny.
Oh, you know, I did the soaking
I
thing.
didn't listen to any of that.
I did the soaking thing twice.
Emptied it and refilled it.
No,
Oh.
I put pans and I was like, oh, it's just, I don't take too much to scrub off right now, so I'll just soak it. One was a cast iron pot.
Oh, Jake.
Did that rust
Jake.
to like the core?
Rusted so bad.
Jake.
The next one was a one of those muffin tins. And I did it and it stayed in there for like 8 days.
Oh my gosh.
We are ending on this, by the way.
It was It was not pretty, and it's one of the few times I've seen my wife really mad at me. Where she pulled it out and she started scrubbing and stuff wasn't coming off because I had filled up each of the little muffin tin spots. I had made quiches.
Yeah.
Eggs don't do really well
without some kind of
some little bit of scrubbing and everything like that. So when left alone for as long as they were plastered. And there was no way for them to get out.
I was gonna say,
and
did the pan move on its own?
It's fun. I just watched Julie, but Julie also picked up the.
So you didn't even clean it.
Julie is cleaning it, just staring at Jake.
I will be honest. I said no, let me do it, but she kept doing it. I think just to be like, I'm just gonna spike you for making me do this. But so when she pulled up the cast iron thing, I told her, I'm like, I'll clean it later. And I was sitting on the couch and Julie picked it up, and I turned and went, oh.
And that is what all husbands are.
Just later.
Oh no.
When you see your wife walk past with a garbage bag and you're like, oh yeah, that was 2 days ago.
So leave on this.